For me, me and my best friend, we always botched and moaned about having that Dragon Ball game that truly gives you that authentic Dragon Ball experience. And the game gives you that. But the issue is you have to sacrifice quite a bit in order to get that. And that comes down to balancing, right? Like how you mentioned some of the strong skills that a lot of characters have, especially when you have fusions that for some diabolical reason has those strong skills on top of the speed and strength that they have. Because if characters like fused Gogeta, level 4 Gogeta literally gets you in maybe like a good 2 or 3 combos, man, your health just drains. And if you cannot super or Z cancel, super and Z counter, you're kind of like in a shitty situation. And if you don't know how to handle certain cheese, because let's face it, like when you're first playing the game and you get put in a lot of those sparking situations, it can be very difficult to get out of those. And there's a lot of shit in this game.
Have you seen the Kid Buu Infinite combo? I think it is. I think it's an infinite combo where he sparks, and then if he gets the back shot or hits you on your back there, it's just like he's kicking you with his feet until you die.
And that's the funny thing.
You can't get out of it. It's
did
crazy.
You experience that? Because I saw
it. I saw it on a YouTube video. I saw someone do it.
Oh wow!
In rank, they did it in ranked on a couple people.
And they couldn't.
A couple people.
Ooh, and they wasn't even able to. And they wasn't even able to break it with super or Z counter.
No. They didn't. 2 people didn't, anyways.
Okay,
maybe it's possible, but it's really hard to do it if it is. So,
well, yeah, especially because you combine the fact that the online connectivity is not as strong as you would like it to be to perform such counters that has a such smaller window, right?
Yeah, so they could be getting away with it just because it's online and it's lag or whatever, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm not sure, but
the fact that he can
either
do
way,
that,
it's definitely difficult. Like, it's definitely pretty effective.
Yeah,
fairly effective.
Right. Because combine that with online, bro, that's a disaster. Because if it's difficult to break out of it, you might as well say it's GG's. Because
absolutely.
There's options to break out of it, but online it's just too difficult to do that. So it's like, if it wasn't fair, it took me, I got destroyed by so many sparking modes that it wasn't even funny just to understand what the fudge is happening. Oh my god, there's just so many random things you have to think about. Do you have the right skill to help get you out of that situation? It's just a lot. Then you have to combine the fact that there's those clash events, right? That adds another wrinkle to the fact that, you can use this to break up somebody's momentum, and you put yourself and the other person into a coin flip, right? With the different clashes. What's your thoughts on that?
I'll be honest on that particular thing. I don't have too much to say because I tended. Are you talking about when both people grab and then that little meter comes up?
Yes.
And it says press square.
Yes.
I don't mind that too much because from a beginner's perspective, especially, I'm winning just as much as the other person, if not more, in that particular mini game because I kind of figured it out a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like that is their experience with that doesn't seem to have a bearing on whether I do well or not because it's so random in a coin flip, right? But to go back to the initial question, is that a good mechanic that would make sparking competitive online? I don't know, probably not because it's very random, right? You don't
Right.
want to leave like too much to random chance
Yes.
and luck for a competition. Of course, luck is a part of every victory,
Mhm.
but if you have too many things that are random chance and kind of all over the place and not skill based, then but I kind of don't mind that. Like, I don't necessarily like it, but it's one of the things I don't mind,
Okay.
right? But this one is pretty interesting. Something that you brought up, that characters like I think it's SSJ for Gogeta. I think it is the fusion, like one of the
Yeah.
best characters in the game, right?
Uh-huh.
He has this ability where I think it's where he can basically, you press it, you use like a few skill points, and then he automatically instantly goes into sparking, and he has power buff, defense buff, everything buffed,
Right.
right? And that's a very powerful thing to have. And it's really weird because you just press one button and then you get all this stuff. It's a very low skill ceiling type of deal.
Mhm.
Like it's something that could equalize it. Like a competition would mean that you have risk and reward, but you also have decision making. And I feel like even if like maybe like a 8-year-old or 10-year-old, right, or a 12-year-old would have equal chance and understand that concept just as much as someone who's 18 or 20 or 25,
Yeah.
right? And when I see that, I immediately think, whether we're online or offline, like going to Evo or whatever, that is just something that doesn't make the game competitive. It makes the game fun,
Right.
right? Makes it really fun. It's cool. It makes it authentic. It makes it feel like you're really the Dragon Ball character in the game.
Right.
But it is a really way too simple, and it gives you way too much advantage. And you had come up with a really interesting concept there to balance it, if you remember,